Hey folks, it's Frithgar here, how you doing? Welcome back to Farming Simulator 22 here in the Risoux Forest. Right. Let's bring you on round. We've got to make sure we're planting the right crop here before we go any further. So, canola, soybeans, sorghum, oilseed radish, grass. Start that one up. Lower it down. So it's planting fresh grass into the grass that exists there already, because it will do direct drilling. This tractor is struggling to pull it, as you would expect. However, as you wouldn't expect, it is actually pulling it. You wouldn't think that a tractor of that size would be able to pull a machine of this size, but there it is. It is actually operating, and it is putting in seed, and it is putting in fertilizer as well. So when the grass has grown one stage, we will then be able to go and do a second round of fertilizer on it. It's really struggling with this. Let's get rid of that a minute. There. That looks fantastic. He's going to miss the corner. I don't want him to miss the corner. I'm going to have to lift him up and go back into the corner. I'm not even sure if I'm going to be able to do that. Let's try. Let's see what my reversing skills are like with one of these. Okay. It's kind of working. The problem is that the pivot on the seed drill, because the wheels are so... Well, one, we've got, like, there's a short wheelbase on it, which really doesn't make life easy. And two, yeah, there's all kinds of other issues. The wheels being able to move sideways, that really doesn't help it either. Okay, so we can get to that point right there. And technically, I suppose I'm planting in the road. Let's try that again. Alright, that's working. Now we can slowly drag it up here. It's going to speed up a bit, I think, going down the hill on the other side. Very tempted to just plant the entire field so that it's all the... Although it won't matter, because we're, like, in December, grass gets knocked back a couple of stages, and then it stays like that for the winter, and then it grows, it jumps forward a couple of stages again after the winter. So that won't be any kind of a problem for us. Got a decent speed that we can get going down through here. We're going to have a lovely big field of grass here. The next task that we want to do is we want to build the road. Now that we've finished those houses, I thought we had 5 houses there. We don't. We've got 4, but I'm not going to worry about building another one just yet. We will end up building 5 more houses. I will do 5 houses this time. Either that, or we'll do like a block of flats or something. A smallish block of flats. Alright, I'm not going to worry too much about getting all of this one done. Let's just lift that one up out of the ground a minute. Like that. I want to do a second time around the field. This is so cool. And drop that one down like that. And then try and get it up the hill. And this is the bit where he really struggles. I go there. Oh, this is fantastic. I won't be doing this for any other planting. I just wanted to try it out and see if this would work. Right, this is, I realise, some of you don't mind the, like, me bordering on the ridiculous with some of these things that I do. Some of you don't like me going into the completely unrealistic and prefer me to keep this as kind of at least semi-realistic. And I realise that this is really going into the realms of pure fantasy. So for those of you who don't like that particular aspect of this series, I apologise. For those of you that do, please enjoy. trying to find a balance. You can never please all of the people all the time. But it's very, very easy to upset all of the people all of the time. Just note that. It is very, very easy to upset everybody all of the time. Actually, it probably isn't. There's always going to be someone that chooses not to get upset by the things you say or do, or whatever you know, however you want to do that. But, yeah, it is not my intention to go and upset everybody, and I don't really want to upset anybody, but I figured that this would be quite a cool thing to do, because I'm not likely to be using the very, very big stuff very many times in the series that I do. Mainly because I tend to shy away from the really big field maps, and the reason I do that is because I find them rather dull to play. I don't particularly enjoy playing very large field maps, and so for that reason I don't generally do it. Which means that experiencing things like this is not something that's going to be happening on a regular basis. I was wondering, okay, I've switched everything off now. What I'm going to do is I'm going to go all the way up here. And I'll bring it round here, because I'm very curious to find out if the hired help is going to be able to cope with this with two times around the field. So I'll bring you in like that. There, and we can just keep a little bit, we can watch it a little bit. So he is actually getting to the end of the row. My one question was whether or not he would be able to do it. We've gone twice around the field. Is he going to be able to turn without causing any problems and successfully navigate the field with this massive, great big seed drill? I mean, by all means, get into the comments if... Because I said before, oh, of course, the money's going down so fast because I've also got the hired help set on buying everything. So it's not actually going to use up the seed for this bit. Get into the comment section if you would like me to pretty much... Oh, we've missed a stone there. If you would like me to pretty much do everything in this series with... like, you know, you cover everything and really expand everything, cover a whole load of different aspects of farming and so on. Maybe you would like me to open up the map a bit more and get more big fields and get some bigger tractors, like some proper big tractors, and actually be running seed drills like this. Maybe this is something that you actually do want me to do, but, you know, with the right tractors being involved, not with the Case 3 Pro. Is that Case 3 Pro? I don't know. Case IH Pro 7250. Well, whatever the case is, 7250T Pro. Yeah, this tractor may not necessarily be the right tractor for this seed drill. I'm happy to accept that this is not necessarily the right tool for the job, but maybe you would like to see this seed drill in action some more. I mean, there are some others. I think there may even be a bigger one than this. There's certainly several different seed drills that we've got in this game now. Let's just quickly take a look. Seed drills. So, what have we got? There's a number of different ones here. So that one's 23 meters. That one is 30 meters wide, the Bourgeois one. And the one that we're using is 18 meters, the Terminator. So there's one that is potentially almost double this width. That's insane. Alright, if you are going to want me to stay here for a while, then let me know down below if you think that you would like to see me expanding to such a point where I can actually fit a 30-meter wide seed drill into the field and you want to see me using that, then let me know as well, because I'm quite open to that idea. I'm not going to lie, I think that could be quite an entertaining, interesting thing for us to go and do. Something that has slightly irritated me is the fact that we've got two bits of stone over on that side near the road that seem to have been missed by our Right. He says that he finished, but there was a little tiny bit that I think he missed just on there. So that's why I just started it up again. Something that irritates me is that it looked like we had a couple bits of there. Look, see? One bit there and one bit there. And now that I've gone and planted this, we'll never be able to get rid of them because stone, you can't pick stones on that bit. So now we need to roll it. Anyway, we do need to roll the field. I won't be able to roll those two in. If we go and have a look here, we've gotten rid of all of it, but there's two bits of stone right there. One there and one there. How irritating is that? It's going to bug me every time I see it. Well, right. What's done is done. We can't do anything about it, so let's fold this one up. I'm going to fold it up. I'm going to return it sort of from... Well, we'll drive it back into the yard, and then I'll return it from the menu rather than trying to back it into the shop or anything. Actually, I don't think we need to actually back it into the shop. Let's put our map back. There we go. Right, all neatly folded up. We'll run this one back, and we need to do some rolling now. So we're going to get a roller, and I've got 5,300. We've literally just gone past on the hour, so we got a little bit of rent money coming in. It's always helpful. Going round this way. So to actually return it, we need to drive... We don't need to back it in, do we? We can drive in forwards. Let's do that. And then we can return it properly. There we go. Right. All I need to do is get to that point right there, and then I can go over here, and... There, repaint 2,500, repair 9. I'm not going to do that. I'm just going to return it. And then this one, 7,500 for repainting. We didn't use it for very long. It's already 7.5 grand. And I want a roller. What are we looking at? Rollers. So the base game Big Bad Boy is that one, which I used in... I did take a look at that one in the last series in... the play around on Elm Creek, so I don't feel honor bound to go and get that one. We've got some here that have been edited by Stevie. I don't know if he's just gone and like made them lighter or something, or just increase the speed that they can. Well, actually, no. What he normally does, he just changes up what you can do with them. But so that one's working speed of 19. That one's a working speed of 12. So this one's working speed of 19, with the mod that we've got that increases the speed as well. We can roll at 29 kilometers an hour, and we can also choose any color we want. So we're going for a hot pink roller this time. I know that a lot of you don't actually like me to use the hot pink roller on a very regular basis. You don't have enough money. Really? What do you mean I don't have enough money? It's only 140. It can't be very much more than 5 grand. There can't be a lot in it. I tell you what, we're going to just have to fast forward time by an hour and get a bit more rent money. I don't know how much rent money we'll get. But we'll go forward another hour. It's going to start getting... Yeah, see, it's going to start getting dark now. That's not enough. I'm going to have to get a smaller roller. Let's go back to the Stevie one. There. 29k. There. Rim color. I don't want that. So let's get rid of the 3 grand on there. Quite happy with that rim color being there. And we'll go with the hot pink. Lease. You don't have enough money. 1,41500. How much money am I going to need for this? Have I got loan available? Ooh, I have. I'm supposed to be repaying that loan, not borrowing more, but I'm going to borrow a little bit, tiny little bit more, so that I can get this roller. Because we have to roll tonight. If we don't, we won't be able to roll. And I don't want that. So let's go back up, and we'll leave the rim color as it is, because I've just gone and gotten a load more money, so we should be fine. And then lease 7 grand. Okay, that would be why. I didn't realise it was quite that expensive, but that's fine. Alright, it's a little bit shaky with the lights. This is really bright around here. I may have overdone it with the lights just a little bit. Just a tiny smidgen. I may have overdone it with the lights in here. I don't know. What do you think? Do you think I've overdone it slightly? I know it's not like me to overdo things. I'm not normally the one given to excessive behaviour. Let's go whizzing up through here, and I'm going to need my own lights on now. Like that. We're not going to be able to admire the hot pink very well. Now, this roller is a little bit different to other ones in that once you've unfolded, that's it. It stays down on the ground. You don't have an option for raising and lowering this roller. It stays down, and that's it. Now, this isn't a grass roller. This is an arable roller. And the one bit that I don't like about this roller is the bit of the roller behind the main wheels there. It will actually go, like, it will miss a little bit if you turn too sharp. So you then got to go and collect that up again. But this roller is actually wider than the seed drill. How wide is this thing? I didn't even look. Let's have a look. Here. 24.3 meters. So it's actually 6 meters wider than the seed drill that we used for doing the drilling in the first place. Which is quite a chunk. However, we do have a lovely top speed. I'm going to drive this one all the way over to the edge, like that, and then reverse up because of the way that when you turn around the corner sharp, it misses a bit. And you'll see what I mean in just a second. So if I go here now and I turn sharp, it spins it round, and you can see by the pattern in the soil that it has just kind of like missed a little bit. It's not a huge amount, but it still misses some, and I don't want to be missing any of this. I want to get the whole thing rolled. And it does absolutely have to all be rolled tonight. We cannot leave this until tomorrow. It won't let us do that. It won't register it as rolled if it is anything other than having just been planted. Because the reason that you need to roll it when... Oop, steady. Right, drifting sideways. Drifting a roller is probably not the best thing to do with it. The reason that you do this for a seed bed is because this helps the seed get established. With the extra layer that it puts, like the little tiny ridges, it actually helps to shelter the seed from the wind, and so it gives like a little tiny bit of a boost just to start life off. And then it also will go along and the little tiny ridges, they catch more sunlight, and so it makes it just a little tiny bit warmer under the ground. And so it warms the soil just a little bit more. It actually helps catch just a little tiny bit extra sunlight, not massive amounts, but enough to make it worthwhile. It's enough that it makes it worthwhile. I think, if I remember correctly, now I could be wrong on this, but I believe that rolling with a set of ring rollers like this, or Cambridge rolls as they're sometimes called, will advance your crop. It will actually get your crop to germinate and start growing, and it can give it as much as a week to 10 days of extra growth compared to if you don't roll. Now, a week to 10 days might not seem like a lot, but that is actually a huge amount. You really can get your plants properly, like it really helps to get them established early on. And one of the big things with yield increases in a plant in cereals is if you get them established early on, then they can, a little bit later on in their growth cycle, they're able to spend a little bit more time putting nutrients and growing more seed. So if you can get them a bit of a boost, then one, I think that it will also get you harvesting just a little bit sooner. It will actually help that, but I believe it also helps improve the yield. Like, you genuinely will see a slight yield output increase because of like doing a little bit of rolling. That's how much of a difference it makes. If I've got any of that information wrong, as always, please get into the comments and correct me. I do not like giving out wrong information. Part of what I like about doing this job, part of being a YouTuber and doing all the farming simulator stuff, is I've been farming a lot in my life. I've done a lot of farming in my life. I haven't, like, not everything I've done has been farming, but I have done a lot of farming. And one of the things that I really love about this job is teaching people about farming and teaching you the different aspects of it, and sort of trying to help people understand different things that happen in agriculture that you would not normally be able to see, and you wouldn't. This is like literally the only thing that you get to find out about farming. So if I'm saying something, and I know that there are some of you who are actual farmers that watch this, watch my series and that, if you know that I am giving out something, if I've said something that's wrong, please correct me in the comments section. I know some people really don't like that, and there are YouTubers out there who get really upset if you correct them and say, well, you know, it doesn't really matter, it's just a game. I don't care if it's just a game. I'm trying to also teach at the same time. If I am giving out wrong information, then tell me. I want to know. I cannot learn, I cannot improve unless you point out the mistakes that I've made. It's called constructive criticism, and unfortunately, there are far too many people in the world these days who think constructive criticism is a evil, terrible thing, and it's not. It's really not. You can't correct your mistakes. You can't learn from your mistakes if you don't know that you've made any mistakes. If nobody points them out, how are you going to figure out that you've done something wrong? Right, I'm just going to park you up over there, and I don't think there's anything else that we need to do on that field now. So we've done lime, and we've done the rolling. We will want to do another round of fertilizer, but we can't do that until tomorrow. I don't believe there's anything else that we can do right now. I will just check there. Right, furniture storage seems to be absolutely fine. We've got like 4,000 on there. That one is 29,000. I'm not sure if I should be running these. We'll see how much we get from furniture. That's what we'll do. We'll see how much we get from furniture. So let's just go to sleep for the night a minute. Alrighty then. We are into October. And we'll go and have a quick jaunt up through here. And we will have a look and see what the seed is like. So there's the differences in the two. So this one here is ready to harvest. Oh, this one's ready to harvest as well. Because of the mod that I've got that sets grass ready to harvest at just about any time, we're not going to be... Because it's now saying that this is ready to harvest... Oh, I know why. It's because I haven't got grass showing. Because it's now saying that it's ready to harvest instead of growing, it means that we're not going to be able to pop down the extra layer of fertilizer on here. So our first cut on this is going to be... Oh. Ooh, I know what we can do. There is a way round this. Your lights are still on. Let's not worry about the lights. There is a way round this. Because grass rollers, they do the same. So what are you? You're 6.3 meters. This mod over here, that's 24 meters. That's a big... Oh, that's the same kind of big bad boy that we've just used. We've got that 6.3 one there from Stevie, and he's drastically increase the speed on it, and then if we go and put another speed increase on it as well, we're going to have a tractor flying up and down the field with that one, and that should allow us, you know what, rather than using a giant one, 32k, yes. Let's lease that one, 1,300. Rather than doing a giant one again, we'll do the, I should have gotten a different colour. Let's turn that one off. And we go to you. Let's have some lights, cameras, action. And I'm going to bring this one over here. I'm going to tip that one out a minute. Right there. And then I'll just back you up a little bit and we'll lower you. I'm curious if you can pick up stones. If I turn that one on, no, you can't. Right, it only picks them up out of the ground, and we're not going to be able to do that with the two that we've got up there because of the fact that the grass has, well, because we had stuff planted. You can't do it, even if you've just literally just planted, it still won't allow you to stone pick. You can only stone pick after you have ploughed or cultivated. If you've got seed in the ground, you cannot stone pick. It won't let you. It's a bit unfortunate. There we go. Let's grab you. And then I want to run down over here and get that new roller that we've just got unleashed. And then I can start rolling this field. Now, what I'm hoping is that it should knock the grass back to a just cut stage and also add a layer of fertilizer on as well. I believe that that's what it does. So I'm really, really hoping that that's what it will do here as well. That's the plan. So let's go up here. Unfold you. We can do the entire field. It's really not going to matter. You get a lot of drifting with some of these machines. Drop that one down there. And it should do, because it does it around the edges whenever you do anything. See, it knocks it right back to the just planted stage. And that's fine for us. It's not going to make any difference. But what I'm hoping is... let's just go up here a little bit. Yeah, it did it right there. This is a bit here that we've ploughed, and we've now got additional fertilizer going on it. Right there. And that bit around the edge, that's just where we're rolling grass that doesn't actually benefit from fertilizer. But for some reason, if you do stuff with grass around the edge of the field, with this meadow grass, like if you roll it, you still get fertilizer coming off of it. Slow down there a little bit. Well, some of it is saying it's got fertilizer on it, and some of it is not. Like, not really sure what's going on with some of that. But anyway. Unfortunately, folks, that is all we have got time for today. A massive thank you to everybody who has earned their way into the Great Book of Names. To find out some more details about all the names coming past, please head into the description and click on the link to the Discord. It's a link to another video. The link is on the other video. Please also consider checking out the links there for Nitrado, who provide gaming servers for games like Farming Simulator, Minecraft, Ark, and several others. And there's also Fanatical, who will help support your gaming habit by providing you with cheap games and also giving me a small commission on anything that you buy using my link. If you've enjoyed this particular video, then please head down below and give us a like. And if you really enjoyed it, then please tell your friends all about me. Get them to come and watch as well. That would be awesome. And until next time, thank you very much for watching. This is Frithgar. Goodbye, and see you later.